you guys? How's it going? It's Klaireeberry, and I'm here today to bring to you another full moon reading. This is going to be the Divine Feminine reading. So here we are. We had pretty much full moon last night, but I think it really goes over. I don't know even what time it is. I really don't pay attention. A lot of things hit me early, and I did have a little bit of emotional turbulence come up so far. How about you? How are you guys faring? And please let me know what your sign is when you answer questions like that. Big three, maybe. Get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends, okay? You work best when this is like networking, sharing ideas, learning as you go. It's like you can learn from other people's mistakes and other people's experiences here, if they're the right people. And the people that you are, spending a lot of time with and even just focusing on a lot, really should be ones who you're working with. And it really is feeling like, all of this energy we've had as far as this creative energy, this, possible mission energy coming up that's been here for a while. It's like further that by having a community. Okay, so here, Twin Flame community. This is huge, okay? Coming together to share, everybody, putting their 2 cents in, and like I always say, helping others, in their own way. Okay, let's go ahead and see what else we have for underlying, overlying. Overcoming difficulties. Yeah, we've had this a lot. We've had similar cards to this. The worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Okay, surmounting previous challenges. I feel like obviously we've had a year full of many different challenges, right? But the worst is behind us. Keep thinking that, keep making that your mantra. Wake up and, it doesn't have to be that. You want it to be way better than that. But get, this is clarity, okay? This is figuring things out. We're having a huge release with this full moon. Letting go of limiting beliefs. Absolutely. Believe in the impossible. Believe. Don't let your fear run you anymore. If you want something, if you have that goal that I know really it's you and your person getting into union. You want to get together, and we have to learn how to use the moon. We have to learn how to use our own feelings. That's what we're doing here. This is like therapy. This is like free therapy. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Let's jump right in here. Okay. So overlying, underlying energy for Divine Feminine. Okay. Change is big. It's a huge, deep change. This change is positive. You're learning more. You're implementing the law of attraction more. You're actually getting more connected in ways. And some ways you may not even feel that this is happening or see. Sometimes I'll say stuff and it's like so positive. You're going this way, you're doing that. And that is, if you continue, if you continue focusing on the things you need to focusing on. Like you're here watching this video, what is your next step? This is that, maintaining that connection to your feminine side, to the feminine side of the earth and spirituality and everything. But again, there's definitely that bubbling up, that change that we've been going through for this year and even at the end of last year. It is that change. It is that 9 months and everything's different. Your life is different for the next 20 years. I mean, there's some times where this card means that, and this is one of those times. Okay? And we've all known this huge change, and it's feeling very overwhelming for a lot of people. So I think for Divine Feminine, even though in ways I feel like you are more connected, you are weathering the storm, so to speak, well, you're doing something right here, at least in some ways. And I feel like you're starting to do more and more things right. Okay. And I'm actually seeing this in a lot of my personal readings as well. It's like people come back. I have a lot of repeat customers. So people come back and be like, okay, now, I've changed. So let's go from here. And that's a great way to be, because we don't want to get a little bit better, get a little bit better. Oh, great, we've got these perks, we've got this connection. And then, oh, you know, get lost in all of the hustle and bustle and go back to doing anything the old ways. Okay, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. This is actually a real change because it is, you know, it's not just on the external. You've got the inner side. You've got that more intuitive spiritual side that is hopefully staying with you. This is a big connection here, okay? Big connection. You can be a big, if you're not already leading here, this can be lead, okay? Because you do have a connection. Your mission here, you guys, again, this community, this mission keeps coming up. Divine Feminine does not need to wait to like get fully into union 100%, whatever that even means, before she starts to get into union or with herself and with her mission, okay? Again, part of this is just finding your true calling. It's not like you're creating anything. You're just really finding out who you are, okay? And again, it can feel overwhelming. All of this drive, all of this passion. Sometimes it's like, what do I do? Am I even going to be able to do all of this? And right now, just take a step, you know, and of course, just breathe. And above all, right now, it's maintain that connection with yourself and with, you know, the earth and your higher power. Again, maintain that connection through all of this change, through all of these crazy, you know, fiery emotions and passions and drives right now, okay? Even though you may be working really hard, it's not really, like, I feel like if people are working on things right now that they necessarily aren't, like, all that excited about. But here's the deal. If you're spending too much time working on things you don't want to have to, that, you know, that you just do because of, you know, getting that paycheck or whatever, you know, that's okay. We still want to do those things. We still want to do those things well, you know, do the good job and reap the benefits, but it's just work harder, you know, it's just work. And when you're doing what you love and what you've really been pulled to do, it doesn't, like, after all the change, it's going to die down. You know, you're not going to be regretful and sad that you went that way at all. There's going to be so many benefits, and it's going to help you. This is also a time, you know, to kind of reap the rewards, okay? It's like work. You're going to be working really hard, and then, you know, you finally you will get a little break. You will get a little break here. It's kind of like help is coming. Your sanity, your break, your breather, it's coming, okay? That's what the universe wants to tell us right now. Okay, so this is okay, all in reverse. This is how we think about our person, okay? So we got the King and the Queen, and then we got a 3. We have Swords and Cups. So it's like we see our person. You're getting a resonance here. And this is with our full moon situation. You may not be consciously thinking these things, but you are feeling in, you know, in your heart and in your mind that Divine Masculine is going through some change with this full moon, okay? Going through some change, getting more focused, taking care of things, you know, things that need to be done, but definitely within their, it's like you have this trust, you know, that this full moon is going to help your person. It's like it seems like you might even be in that, you know, which is always a good idea, to wrap up your person in love. You know, think about your person in a positive way, okay? Allow them the chance to change, okay? This is all about this change. Our Empress had all the butterflies in the change, and then here we have the butterflies again. You know you can feel your partner is going through some change. And this is probably pretty substantial and pretty deep stuff, you know, that is going through whatever's coming up here and bubbling up, or this, you know, these few days, this full moon, during this week. Okay. And there's a, you know, there is a lot going on with the Pisces. You know, in the Pisces we have this weekend, you know, our sun opposing Neptune. So, and then, you know, there's a lot. We got Mercury sextile Venus too. But there's a big letting go energy here. And if we can let go of some of these thoughts, beliefs, and expectations, this is a perfect time to do it. And that's by doing the shadow work, going to the shadow work playlist, checking out the description box below for my program, going through the holistic law of attraction. Okay, so we have that here. Knowing what you want and actually knowing the steps to take. Very simple, it's a pattern. Once you know the pattern, you will have the intuition. You will be able to put the pieces together on what to do next. You'll be able to stay on the path that you are supposed to be on, because using the shadow work keeps you straight. It keeps you going the right way. It keeps you from being kind of overcome and overwhelmed by your thoughts, beliefs, and expectations. They can run amok. Our subconscious rules us. If you don't know that by now, I don't know what to tell you. This is why we spend so much time here on this channel and so much time, you know, yourself doing this work. This is why we prioritize the work. We know that the change begins within. Okay, this is absolutely change beginning within. You see all of this? Okay, and this is divine masculine's energy coming through on this reading, but it's also the divine masculine side of divine feminine. Okay, so that's that yawn side of you that's changing, you know, and a lot of times that's that side that used to get upset and try to yell and try to, you know, get their way. And it's like now there's this, it's just a change again, and it's this dignity. Hell, you can fly. You can, you know, now that you've grown so much, you've got powers. Your powers will come in handy. Okay. But that doesn't mean there's not work to do, okay? And there's also, once we complete our inner work, I mean, there's always going to be inner work, but there's also this issue where at a certain point, we help others. Whoa! We help lots of others. We shine, 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 shine. Don't wait, you guys. I'm telling you right now, do not wait. If you're going to write a book, make a video, talk, to have a conversation, like anything that is something that's on your heart, like you feel called to do it, do not put it off right now. And I know this is a twin flame reading, but following your drive and your urges in this area, you know, whatever this passion is coming through on this work side, you know, and again, it's something that you feel like doing and that you end up coming back to, if not 7 days a week, then very close to it. Okay, and in times of difficulty, you kind of leaned on something. What is that? What is getting you through? And how can you help other people? That is what is going to help make your dreams come true. Part of this channel is way beyond twin flames. Twin flames is just basically a symptom of being at a certain place in your evolution. Okay, I just got chills. Even if you're here for the more shallow reason, I would say, of being with your person, it's still not a shallow thing. You're still very connected. You're on the right path. Trust in your connection and trust in the universe right now. Believe that you are supported and seek out actual support in your life. I want everybody in your life to be supportive. Don't be hanging around anybody who, I mean, anybody who brings you down. Get them out of there. All right, so now we're looking at how we are feeling about our person. There's definitely some karma working itself out with our person right now, okay? We're trying to go within and find the truth. Again, not just for yourself and not just to stay connected in your own outer life and get your mission going on, but this is for the relationship, and this is to get to a level there needs to be this recognition, you know, that this is about forgiveness, okay? And this is like the highest ideal and exhibition of love that we can give. And it's all about, you know, the inner and the outer, the macrocosm and the microcosm. So when you're able, you know, to forgive others, only when you're able to forgive yourself. Because again, that inner relationship sets the tone for everything else. And how you carry yourself, how you treat yourself is how other people will treat you, especially your twin flame. Especially your twin flame, because they're so connected to you. Of course they're going to treat you the most like you. Okay? So deep down, you know, we have to be very crystal clear with ourselves and open and vulnerable and say, you know what? That is not something a queen would do anymore. You know, I'm not going to do that in my life anymore. These actions that I've been doing, which of them are need to be gone? Which of them are from my shadow self? And again, you're going to be able to get better actions out of yourself when you have better thoughts. When you cut out the old thoughts, the bad thoughts, the dark thoughts. And oh, it's, you know, sounds easier said than done. Go do the shadow work. It's literally, we'll do it for you. Flips the switch. Everything we try to force in our conscious, oh, we can't. We got to go around in the back door. We got to go through the subconscious to make real change. It's like anger management, okay? Yes, you can go to an anger management class and, you know, they might have some really good techniques. And if it's a really good class, they're going to be utilizing techniques that are inside. But if you're just going to go and learn a few tidbits and stats and figures, you know, about anger and just talk about it and just try to say, okay, I'm going to count to 10, you know, every time that I get angry. Is that going to work? No. It's not a deep enough change to make real change in your life, especially after we've had like decades of doing the same thing, decades in these same patterns that got us nothing but pain, you know, that we didn't want. Okay? And it's like hurting others too. So the shadow work. Okay, and again, this Mars and Aries energy, we are, this year, I'm sorry, you know, that this might not be the year of you physically coming together with your person. And if that is not what you like to hear, I'm sorry. Again, not gonna lie, not gonna do the peaches and cream, okay? Marshmallow fluff. This is real life, okay? And I'm not gonna say you can't have beautiful moments, not gonna say you can't have beautiful conversations, and not gonna say you're not gonna move forward in union with your person. I'm just saying, don't be banking on a ton, you know, because there's still this wall, okay? And it's about independent action until the end of the year, amongst other things. To reasons why we are, again, we're focusing on ourselves, focusing on our work, okay? A lot of us are becoming leaders again, like I've all been saying. Creating organizations, creating communities here at a deeper level, just like we're doing here, you know. And feel free to, you know, post your videos down below if you're doing videos or whatever, okay? But there is, again, kind of this idea of working things out, forgiveness, being able to truly forgive and not just say. There's like somebody's been trying to forgive and they've kind of maybe said that they were forgiving and moving on, but they hadn't really. And now through the work, we're going to be able to do that. We're going to be able to get there. The shadow work is helping us forgive. And once we get in there and do that, it's going to fire up that passion even more. Okay? And the whole year, again, it's like this build up of energy. You know, we both feel very passionate. There's not a lack of passion. Okay, it's just that there's so many other things, you know, going on then that we need to focus on, and that our support levels, you know, we are being supported, okay, but we also like need to be supported. Okay, so again, blockages, yeah, well, we're just going through some big changes again, and it's just a time where the passion is building in this way for this new beginning. It's all for a reason. Don't doubt it. That's the thing. Stop doubting. Stop doubting. Do the meditation. Get yourself, your energy go to the Mood Boosters video on my Twin Flames Talks playlist. You stop focusing on how it's all gonna play out. I cannot stress this enough. I get it. I remember the days when I was like that. I want to know. I want it to work out. Why isn't it working out now? It's your energy. It's you. It's your energy. That's why we are turning the dial here. Instead of all of our focus and all of our obsession and all of our happiness, you know, here is going to come from our person. Flip it. Now it's going to come from doing our own work. This twin flame community, working through your things, you know, that you need to work on here. Okay? Working through that stuff, being more, you know, strong and dignified, whole nother person, following the passion of your heart and your connection into changing your everyday life every week. If your weeks aren't steadily getting better by sheer like determination and what you're doing, what your actions being more on target here, more in alignment with what you really want. If you're not there yet, keep going. Do the things that I'm saying. I'm seeing people get better, okay? The feedback that I get in some of these emails is amazing. So, again, feeling the blockages here, again, huge change takes time. Huge change takes some time alone. It takes some time to fully process things that have happened in the past, things that were not so good here, things that you couldn't fully process because they were too big, okay? Things from the past and things from with your person right now, things with your inner child. You and your relationship with your inner child absolutely directly affects your relationship with your person, okay? We've got to get into some inner child healing work, really, because there's something, again, that happens. Something happens to everybody. You know, we've all got a little bit of trauma. Whatever your trauma is, still needs to be dealt with a little bit here, okay? The shadow work takes you into the inner child healing, okay? So we do have action. Again, independent, positive, groundbreaking action, okay? Possibly in your career, possibly just creative energy that will later morph into, you know, that mission, that money-making, you know, lifestyle thing that you're going to come into even more and more, okay? Follow it with that inner light, that inner drive. Your passion will guide you. Follow your passion right now, okay? And also pay attention to the emotions, you know, quiet times of contemplation, especially during the full moon. But also, it doesn't necessarily have to be like quiet, like last night under the full moon and tonight probably as well. You know, I go for a walk or a run. I'm not much for just basking and laying into the moon. Everybody says bask and bask. And to me, lying about is more of a new moon thing to do, you know, but I just have so much energy, you know, and it's like, if I know I'm not going to sleep early, you know, go ahead and go for a run and get some extra energy out. You know, it's like, get these ideas out. There has to be an outlet for this passion right now. And it has to be productive. That's what's going to, again, it's what's going to help get you through. And then it's going to help you to be able to help others in the future. Okay. Coming through very clear. So again, understanding we are changing emotionally every day. Every time you look back at your past, can you not say that you've evolved and that you're doing, you know, not necessarily that you're doing better in every way, but that, you know, that you're smarter and that you've learned lessons. You're more consciously aware usually, looking back towards the past. And that's that understanding, and that keeps you humble because you know that in the next moment, you know, you're going to be looking back on yourself now. And that you weren't, you know, it's like just this whole thing that you can use. Okay. And again, you're working your stuff out on your inner life, and so is your person. Okay. We're working out the kinks, and we've got to solidify our outlook. We have got to solidify our visualization of the future of this relationship. Okay? It's, again, right now, this is perfect. We are releasing right now a lot. Again, emotional baggage, mental baggage. We're releasing it for the new beginning. Yes, it's for our evolution and our, spiritual side and all of this, but this is for the relationship as well. Okay? You can't be thinking about the relationship in a new way until you're thinking about yourself and your life, in a new way. And I know that you are. I just want to say, keep going with it. Keep going with it. I really am getting a lot of on the right track energy here. So again, stick to this crystal clear, okay? To me, it's coming through, a lot of meditation here, just allowing those thoughts, beliefs, feelings, expectations to pop up. If you start to have judgments, again, use the shadow work on anything like that, any judgment whatsoever about your person, especially, but really anybody, when you're judging, even a situation, you can flip it around on yourself and in also other ways. So check out the shadow work playlist as usual. Much love, many blessings, take care. So glad to be here with you guys, especially on these big events like these full moons and whatnot. But yeah, this is a lot of release, okay? A lot of letting go. And it's not just going to be like right now, today, could be the next week or two. But we will be going into Aries moon on Thursday. Okay, so get a little fire energy as we go on through the weekend. Mercury going to Libra too on the weekend. Okay, and then also we have the end of Venus in Cancer, and we have a Venus square Mars. So when I say there's a lot going on, there really, really is a lot going on. And it's easy to fall into this thing of doubt and this, back and forth. And you don't want that. You want this consistent energy going a certain way. You don't want to try to judge anything by your results over the next couple days or weeks, okay? Nothing's going to magically fall into place this week or this, these next couple days. But, that doesn't mean you're not going to have a lot of progress. And that's all we need, okay? That's all we need right now. It's a little bit of getting through with all this square energy. There's a lot of squares right now, a lot of T-squares, a lot of cardinal stuff, which can be good and, good and bad if you want to try to label it like that. Okay. Again, everything that we're going through, even if it feels negative, is for a purpose. And again, that's the whole thing with our feelings. That's why people run from their feelings and they create bigger problems for themselves through running from their feelings. Okay. Whereas if they just, eat the frog, so to speak, and dealt with it, processed it correctly, then they can get rid of it fully and move on way faster. It's like we think we're taking a shortcut by, I don't want to feel that. I don't want to think about that. I'm going to do all this other stuff and, not allow myself to feel my feelings. Well, then that's why you come and you have situations. That's why more evolved people don't really have as many issues on a full moon. Like if you're more unevolved, then you're going to have a lot more things popping up on a full moon. Usually, that's a blanket statement. I don't want to say that because everybody has issues to pop up. I have issues. You have issues. It's just we're always going to have things to work on. It's just kind of the friction in your life depends on almost too just how quickly we adapt and we recognize that this is a message and that we need to, again, dial it over, switch what we're doing in a little bit. And again, going within for sure, especially these next couple days while this full moon is hot, and then pushing forth some, external energy here towards the end of the week and really wanting to get things done. Okay. Really wanting to, again, if there are revelations, transformations, release and letting go with this moon, it's going to lead you, again, when you create space, then you have new ideas, new things coming in. Okay. So that's kind of what we're doing with with our thoughts, beliefs, and expectations, and our feelings too. Getting rid of some of these old ones. We're making room for this whole new, amazing life. Again, sometimes you just can't get a good picture of where your life is going, and it's going to be totally different and beautiful, than you would have imagined. Okay, there's going to be things pop up that you were capable of and that you are doing that you never thought. You never saw yourself being able to have that big of a breakthrough. That's what it's coming through as. So keep up that good work. Yay! I love it. I love it that it's so positive. And again, if you're not feeling it, then still just listen to my words, because the fact that you're here is that positive first step to get you where you want. I see it all the time. Again, hit me up in the email and all of that. Much love, many blessings. Take care. Thanks for staying thanks for all the likes, shares, subscribes, comments, etc. Everyone helps with the algorithm. I'll be back soon with Divine Masculine. Talk to you later.